and Monze.
Did you see the Jay-Z interview?
I did see the Jay-Z interview. I thought it was pretty cool. I seen him talking about the art of battling and where battling has gone to nowadays, and
Right.
what he thought about his beef with Nas, and if he could go back, he probably wouldn't have went that route.
He said, Nas is a really nice guy. He's like,
And even the aspect of the Kendrick and the Drake beef or the battle.
you want to know something? I don't disagree with him.
It's true, because in Black culture, it's true. People tend to not keep it on wax, and it gets a bit overboard, and lives are lost, and boundaries are crossed. It gets pushed a bit too far, and then we have a loss.
I like the mindset he was in that one. He said, look, it would have been better if they did a track together and just
or a tour,
or let's duke it out here. We don't need to fight. We don't need to he said it right. He said all of a sudden, people's kids get brought into it. People getting like,
so that boundary is a bit too much.
Yeah, man. You start looking at it like, why? All of a sudden now, I have to like Kendrick or I have to hate Drake.
But in all honesty, if you love hip hop or you like the art, you like both of those artists.
You like both.
The songs you like by both of those dudes.
Right. And I think that's the mindset that we have right now. Right. The culture that we're in, you have to they make you want to choose between people. Right.
But if you look at rock and roll, it has nothing to do with that, man. These guys is rocking out for 50, 60, 70 years, man.
Yes,
look at the Rolling Stones. Nobody's beefing.
Right, and if they are, it ain't like they'll come out there and they're gonna perform and say, "Yeah, we're gonna do a better show than Aerosmith, man. Don't worry, we're gonna do it, man."
Yeah, that's like some behind the scenes or backstage rivalry, but it's not like waging war with cities and countries and
But see, I wonder if that's the point of us. Like, if you think about it, right? Out of all the genres that are out there, hip hop is the only genre that somebody would tell you you're too old to be spitting rhymes.
That's what I seen that narrative come up.
I think we talked about that before.
Yeah, any other genre, artists are making music till they die.
Like, I don't get it.
You get to a certain age and people don't want to. People don't want to.
Ours, we want to destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hip hop is for young people. Hip hop is for anybody who could spit, right? Now I can understand if you over here trying to spit like just look at me here. I'm trying to rhyme. Put everything on the bike one time.
Yeah,
right?
You got to evolve with it. You can't come with that 80s rap, in 2026. You got to evolve with it. So I think as long as you stay with the evolution, an artist that I think transcends all generations since they came out was someone like Kanye. Kanye is young.
Yeah.
Even Jim Jones. Jim Jones is young.
Yeah.
They say he's the oldest YN. There's a lot of artists that they stay young. 2 Chainz. I think 2 Chainz is young.
Well, 2 Chainz,
he stays in that young vibe,
But that's the thing, man. Like you say, you gotta be, even if you're in that realm, at some point in time, your music has to evolve. Like whenever I listen to a Hove, right, I can hear the development and growth in his music. Like, he's telling you, "Hey, man, let's get past all this. Let's go. We can go further." Right? These things you don't want to listen to somebody that's your age, 40-something years old, right? Generation X, talking about we still out in the blocks, serving these pies.
No, it's almost like a lost cause. You got to evolve.
We got to now we got to talk about investments and putting monies together. And I remember one time when Drake said, Hove only raps about paintings and everything. That's what we want, you know? He
You
said,
know,
"What?"
painting is one of the most appreciating assets that you could
Yeah,
get, man. It holds value.
that's what we want.
Mhm.
Like, you think about it, you turn around, like, because of Jay-Z, right? How many people want a Basquiat now just sitting in their house? Don't matter how big it is.
Just because he talked about it,
Just to use
just
a talk about
because,
it.
he says he got him on the wall, now it's
Yeah,
motivation for a lot of people to have him on their wall.
that's it, right? Because you know how much a Basquiat costs?
The
Last
price
one
is
sold for
infinite,
hold on a second. Let me check. I wanna make something.
and
What did the
those are sold at auction, so the basically the
Places like
value's in the eye of the beholder.
Sotheby's,
Mhm.
right? What did the last
Basquiat sell for.
1982.
That's the last sale,
Yeah.
1982?
Untitled Elmar, 1982. No, no, that's sold in 2024. That's the title, right?
Mm,
Sold for $46 million in 2024.
wow.
Yeah.
46,000,000
$46 million.
in 2022 at auction, or that was
Yeah.
just bidding?
That was auction, man. And he said
Wow.
his all-time record is still 110 million.
The you know, Basquiat's story is pretty interesting. You know, like he went all around the world and he would make art. He lived on the street. He just would just make art. You know, like almost like a Bansky,
Yeah.
Banksy. He
Banks
was like the
Bank
first, but he showed his face. But he was like the
yeah.
first, like a lot of abstract art.
Yeah. Right. Look at I got a book about his work.
Yeah, Basquiat's wild.
Yeah,
I got a
man.
dope T-shirt. That's wild. But
But
yeah,
even though
it just it shows the evolution. I respect Hove for what he brings to the game. You know, he
right.
motivated so many people. He brought life to dudes
Whew.
like Kanye. Kanye brought life to dudes like Pusha T. You
Right.
know, he took Pusha T to that next level.
Right. I
You know, and so on and so on.
I think the biggest thing that he said in that interview was, "I'm trying to show what we're actually capable of as a people." Right? And the kid in the interview said, are you trying to show what we're allowed to, change the perspective of things that we're allowed to do?" Right? And
You
he
should
responded,
take that
"There it
word
is.
out of your
Take that word out of your
vocabulary.
no, you're not allowed to do anything. So if somebody
Yeah,
allows you to do something, that means they have domain over you." I think that's the
exactly.
mentality we have to have. Like, when I look at it, um, even if you look at the people's responses now, everybody's responded saying, Hove, you know how rap culture is. Hip hop battling has always been a part of this. It's always I'm like, he said that. He said that. He said that. He said there was four quadrants. He said you had four levels.
Mhm,
You had graffiti, right? You had the DJing, right? You had the MC. I forgot the
mhm.
other one, right?
Breakdance.
Breakdance, right? He said all that, you know. But the thing about that people don't catch is that you focus on that part because you said, because he said, "I don't think we need battle in hip hop anymore." Right?
It's just, I think what he was talking about is evolving, evolution.
Yes.
Like, we need to get out here I go, I say it again, you gotta get out the hood to really make it. Nori said that way back when.
Yeah.
He said, "Get out that hood mentality."
We got to do something better than just being in this place where, I got to be the newest, you know, HN around the area, you know?
Well, there's this one dude that I follow, he's a statistician, Thomas Sowell. If you
Mhm.
guys Google him, it's Thomas, and Soul is Sewell.
Mhm.
Soul. It's said Soul, but Sewell. Soul.
Mhm.
He's like a statistician, and I watched a bunch of his publications. And prior to social assistance, welfare, uh, the single parent home, prior to that, the black community thrived. There was no government assistance. There was no poverty. There was like black people thrived. They were like highly educated. And this is even in America. This is like
Right.
post slavery in America. Like
Right.
the black family was a unit. Like the mom, the dad, everybody was in the one home, and the communities they lived in, the neighbors shared, like back to the concept, like you could borrow some sugar from your neighbor. Like people work
Right.
together. It's only when the government introduced social assistant welfare, and then
Yeah,
food
man. And they
stamps, the single parent home, and alcohol in every block,
what they
you
say,
know,
if
guns
you
every block, drugs,
telling telling
heroin every block.
telling
Then,
moms, "We'll give you more money if you get rid of him."
yeah,
You
that's
know?
when the black community started to implode
Right.
on itself. But prior to that, like the black community was thriving even post slavery.
Yeah,
And post slavery, black people were kings of the world. So
man.
so so I can't hate anybody for trying to motivate melanized cultured people to get out that hood mentality, because
That's the biggest thing, man.
it's
Because that's the
2026. We got to do that.
we the mindset needs to be that, right? Like, okay, you know what? Even I don't care who anybody did what for, right? You got to realize everyone has their own opinion. Just because they have this opinion doesn't mean they don't like you.
Exactly, it's just their opinion.
You know, it's their opinion. Don't get caught up in mob mentality because somebody feels different. Like
Hmm.
you think about it, like how many people will get a mob mentality? I can't stand them because this person did this and they wear this shirt. But why? But what does it matter
Man,
to you? You don't have the shirt,
yeah, it's their shirt. It's not affecting
right?
you.
No,
Back to the saying, what I eat don't make you.
yeah, exactly.
So.
You know, but that's one of the biggest things, man. When I saw that interview, I was like, this is like I remember seeing his other interview when they were talking about him and the NFL, right?
Hmm.
And everybody was upset because, Colin Kaepernick, he kneeled for everybody. He said, well, in order to make things move, eventually you got to get up,
Yeah.
right?
There's nothing wrong with shaking up the narrative a bit,
No, and you got to get,
creating a
like, you
little
got,
bit of a different perspective.
that is the
Perspective.
thing for everybody. You got to keep moving.
Hmm.
You got to keep moving just because you think that things are not working out the way you want them to. It doesn't mean that it's not moving, you know?
You got to roll or get rolled on. That's classic.
Yeah.
So you got to keep moving.
So I don't know, man. Like I said, it's a state of mind of where we are right now, right? I think we become a victim of our own suffering,
We do, but we
right?
are in this transition period. We're going through all these different changes in terms of like currency, the value of things, what's actually valued, you know, like people are moving away from less materialism and moving more into like appreciating assets that
Some
take care of
people,
me.
some people,
Some people, but the
it's
trend the
still,
trend is moving that way. And I'm
it's,
not saying don't look nice. I think everybody out there should look fly, but
I
invest
think, I,
before you floss.
I, I think we have a ways to go before a lot of people still. Cause remember, we look at it and we see it from where we are,
Hmm.
right?
That's our perspective. It's true.
But I can see it every day, and some people just don't understand the growth,
Hmm.
right? People still believe that getting mad first is the best way to handle things.
It's
People
true.
still believe that I need to spend all my money so just in case I'm not going to have it. No, right?
And, the product of your environment, like, if they come from an environment or a family where it just didn't work out that well,
Right,
that's the only precursor that they have, right? It's
right,
pretty hard for, like, someone like LeBron James to transcend that high. Most of the successful people in the NBA, their parents were pro,
right,
so they had the platform. So there's few and far between someone like LeBron. Like, you look
right.
at Jordan, his mom guided him, his
Yeah,
dad guided him. You know,
Bron
you
did it
look
by
at
himself.
yeah, you look at
Well, with his
Drake.
team.
You look at Drake, his parents guided him. You look at Beyonce, her parents guided them.
Right,
So there's very few Jay-Z's and LeBrons in the game. You
right,
know, even Kanye West, he came from uh, a middle class home, a very strong mother, and a father that was an activist.
right.
So it's like the family unit does dictate your trajectory. So,
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the big so that's something that I think, should be highlighted in this. But again, the interview to me was the editing was phenomenal,
mhm.
right? The message that came across was superb because
I love the
the
dynamics because
right.
that kid was probably Gen Z,
Yeah, but nah, he might be a millennial, man.
maybe our
Cause
millennial or Gen Z, and Jay Z's Gen X, like one of the
yeah,
older
like
Gen X.
yeah, because there's different sections of Gen X.
Hmm.
There's a part of Gen X that thinks Mike is the GOAT, and another part that thinks LeBron is the GOAT.
Yeah,
Right? So, you know,
I like them both, but I think
right.
Jordan is just the most influential when it comes to style, hip hop, fashion, trend.
Jordan is more influential to the earlier era,
Yes,
right? They both exist, right? That's what I want people to understand on that one. To me, right? If you're gonna start tallying things up, do it fairly. You can't turn around and say, "Yeah, but he got 6 rings," and then it's like, "But my
the
my
only
guy has every record in the book." Like,
the only thing I want to say is, like, okay, if you go to a farm or a
right?
herder, it's not just one goat.
No,
There's many goats on the
many
farm, dog.
goats, many goats.
That's all I gotta say.
Right. I
It's
I
easiest to put it that way.
you put it that way, it makes perfect sense. Like I laugh. I used to laugh because I always listen to a certain podcast. I listen to Gil's Arena a lot. Right,
Hmm.
those guys have it under control on that one. I see, like the way you see how they start. They start like us,
Hmm.
you know, bunch of people get together talking about basketball because they know it, right?
Yeah, that
But
was
there,
their thing.
but there's a point inside there that Skip Bayless was there, and Swaggy Pete was like, he was like, "Yo, LeBron's my goat, man." And they were like, "How is he your GOAT?" He said he wasn't. He said Mike went 6 for 6 in the finals. Skip said he's the GOAT of longevity. Longevity? Yeah, right.
Long
Longevity, longevity.
longevity. There we
Oh
go.
man, forgive me, y'all. I just got off of work. Right.
It's
So
ebonics.
yeah, yeah, longevity. Yeah, you know, hey, longevity, baby.
Longevity.
Hold on a second.
Don't judge us.
That's it. Eh, Longevity, ma'am. I messed up on that one. Wow, longevity.
Nah.
Right. He was the GOAT of longevity. And you
Hmm.
stop and you think about it. There's going to be a bunch of people running around here saying, man, LeBron's the GOAT of longevity. What's the acronym again?
Greatest of all time.
Isn't longevity a description of time?
Yeah, that's like sustaining greatness for a long period of time.
Then
Greatest
the
of all
debate's
time.
over.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
That's like longevity is a factor in time.
Hmm.
Right? It's not Greatest of all could have been if he was still playing time,
It's the greatest of all time, yeah.
right? It's time.
But I
It's
still
so
go back to my farm analogy. There's many
the
goats
farm
on the
analogy is
farm.
perfect because it gets rid of the you know what?
Singularity.
Stop trying to make things, and that's what we do. I realize that's probably the problem that we have. We see all or none,
Mhm.
right? We've been trained to see all or none. Okay, you know what? You got to remember on a basketball team, there's 5 people.
Yeah, and you gotta share the ball.
You got to share the ball. Well, who's better than sharing the ball than LeBron, right? This is what he does.
Mhm.
All right. Okay, cool. So you got Mike, who's known for shooting the ball. Well,
But
I could pass
but
the
then
ball, and you
but
could
then
shoot
what
the
about
ball.
when you get into, the Jokic?
Well,
Jokic,
Jokic is also a passer.
yeah, and
You
he's
know,
up there. He
you know.
the trajectory that Jokic is on, and even the trajectory that, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is on, you never know.
Yeah, yeah, and
But
you
Jokic got something going on.
they're popping.
Mhm.
They're popping, right? But I laugh at it, right? Mike said it one day. Mike said, I can't I'll let y'all have that GOAT debate because I can't judge anybody because I didn't play against them. I would have loved to play
Mhm.
them,
And
right?
to Jordan, his GOATs are his predecessors, right? So
Right. You know? So he's not gonna turn around and say, I mean, he'll probably say Kobe out of respect,
mhm.
right? Because I mean, Kobe used to bust his ass when he once he got there, right?
He worked. Kobe worked for that.
He
That
worked for
Mamba
that,
mentality, like,
you know,
he set a whole new,
a whole new
benchmark.
precedent. Yeah,
Mhm.
you know, but at the same time, right, the mindset, right, that's what got him to where he was trying to go. Me personally, again, when it comes down to it, you have to understand you gotta stop letting people separate what you're trying to do.
Mhm. You just gotta go
Right.
for it.
You just got to go for it. Because honestly, if you turn around and say, "Hey, man, I wouldn't even see nobody," I used to hate that. I used to hate that with a passion, dog. You don't understand. Yo, this person, they real special. God made this person special, man. If you don't get the out of my damn face,
They put
wh-
the work in,
right?
man.
Because you know what? And the thing about it is that you know why in that case, you know why we're not special? Because I'm surrounded by people like you, right? I'm surrounded by people like you who don't want to work, who want to make excuses why everybody else is great, right?
Speaking of that, I wanna segue, into to my pick for this week, for book of the
Huh.
week.
Oh yeah. Ooh. So we going pick of the week. Cuzzo is choosing Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
That's what's up.
Right.
It's a great book. It's a classic book.
Uh-huh.
I'll give you a little breakdown on it. It says, this book contains money making secrets that can change your life. Think and Grow Rich. Based on the author's famed laws of success, represents the distilled wisdom of distinguished men and great wealth and achievement. So, Think and Grow Rich.
That's a book. That's a book. I've read that book before. Right.
Yeah, it's by Napoleon Hill. Look it up, y'all. It's a great
It's a
one.
phenomenal book. Phenomenal book. A lot of the stuff that he talks about, they're very short stories with certain things. And he explains why, your mindset should be based upon what it is. Again, it's about the mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Right? No matter what it is you do, it's about your mindset. You got to keep going
100%.
with your mindset, right? Because it's real simple. Ask yourself any day when you're feeling bad, who calls you on those days? Right? And when they call you, what do they call to talk about? Helping you feel better or talk about more sadness,
Exactly. So
right?
you want to limit the people that call you with problems and increase the people that call you with opportunity and growth. Or
You
matter
know,
of fact, just cut them both off and just go within.
I saw a post today. I think so. They said Sylvester Stallone said, I don't know if he really said it, but they said if they can't help you solve your problems, then they don't deserve to hear them.
Hmm. That's word.
Ooh, I was like,
I like that.
that's a deep, 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 deep cut,
Mhm.
right? Because the thing about it is that what are we talking about? You know,
That's what I'm saying.
but let me
You
tell
know,
you
we're
something.
not in high school anymore. You get to a certain age when you're an adult and you got responsibilities. You know, some people got family, some people got real responsibilities,
Mhm.
whether they have older parents or just different circumstances in life. And you need to surround yourself with people that's going to help you build, people that's going to
Absolutely.
help you grow, not just your partner or significant other, people in your friend group, people in the people, you know, people that you bro down with, go for drinks with, hang out after work, or just chill with. These people need to be thinking bigger and how to grow.
Right.
Otherwise, you shouldn't be kicking it with them.
Nah, you gotta they say protect your energy.
Hmm.
Protect your energy. That's like the biggest thing in the universe. Like nothing dissipates. All right. That's
Yeah,
the
and
biggest
energy
thing.
flows in and out, just keeps
In and
moving.
out consistently. Your money is your energy. My own
Hmm.
natural energy yield. We spoke of this 2 weeks ago.
Yep, that's word.
Right. You know, that's your energy. You feel like you're broke. Okay, you're gonna be broke. Right. For y'all Bible stuff, y'all Bible heads out there, right? How did it say? Right. To the man that has everything, more will be given. To
Hmm.
man that has nothing, everything will be taken away.
Hmm.
Right? Think about that. It's your
So
mindset.
it's
If you
definitely your
feel
mind state.
if you feel like you have everything, you will get more. But if you
Exactly.
consistently talk about the lack and what you don't have,
You probably lose whatever you
you,
have.
everything you would have had, right? And
Hmm.
you would keep and you'll keep on losing it, keep on cutting it down because it's just who you are.
And
You know,
speaking of a clear mind, on that note, uh, a product I know that keeps you with a clear mind state. It's better than coffee. Naturally organic. Great product. Check it out, y'all. It's called Gray Matter.
let me tell you something about this product right over here. I still remember just now coming in, right? We are, and for those who don't know, right? This podcast is being recorded right now in two different time zones,
Oh yeah,
right? So I'm on Eastern Standard Time because also Pacific Standard Time. You know Pacific, right?
yeah, yeah. West
Mhm. Yeah.
Coast.
So as I'm coming home, it might be 8 o'clock for him, but right now I'm rocking on 11:45. I just left
Mm-hmm.
work at 9 o'clock. Right? Got home. Right after being up all day recording other podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Come inside here, and before I even get started, I take a drink of gray matter. Right?
That's what's up.
Mind clear, energy back. I'm ready to rock. I shouldn't be probably taking it at this time of night, but I know what I needed to get this taken care of. Right? Because of the grind doesn't stop. Get yourself
Grind
some
doesn't
gray
stop.
matter. If you don't want to have that crash at the end of the day, get yourself some gray matter. Again, the link is in the description below. You're
Mm-hmm.
also going to get about 17% using the code that I put inside there.
There you go.
All right. So, on that note, folks, it's been an amazing journey, right? Thank you for joining us.
She know
And
this, man.
I am your boy. Oh, I lost my pads. Oh, there it is.
No.
Damn gravity.
And every time you tune in, you get that chance to power up.
That's all
That's
it
what's up,
is.
y'all.
Right. Appreciate y'all. You made it
Don't
this
forget,
far. Thank you.
and
Like,
don't forget to like,
con-
subscribe,
repost, share with a
and let us know
friend.
how you feel about the show.
That's it. All right.